Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back or welcome to the channel. This is Psycho311 with another pickups video. It's been a minute since I've been on here, and I know I keep saying I'm going to be on here more, but I got pretty sick. I missed a bunch of work, and I was not well for a while, and there weren't really any pickups, but I'm gonna come up with some other ideas for videos, maybe do some more music stuff. I know I've said that before too, but yeah, I want to keep this going because I do enjoy making these for you guys. I don't have a lot of stuff, even still. It's been kind of slow, and nothing crazy. I mean, there's some really cool items, but nothing like the Contra Force or the Mighty Final Fight or anything of that scale. But cool stuff nonetheless. So, with that being said, if you are not currently a subscriber, please consider doing so. Hit the thumbs up, hit the bell notification so you know when I am adding new content. If you like to see what people grab for video games or whatever, I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought there. What else is there? The bell notification, the thumbs up, leave a comment. Leave a comment. I always say that, and I only get a couple. So if you're watching this video and you're a game hunter and you have some cool stuff, let me know some of the cool stuff in your collection. I think it'd be really fun to hear what people have in their collections. So with that being said, I'm going to get right into this. Some of these games I got today, some of them I've gotten over the past however long it's been since I've been on here. And if I remember when and where I grabbed them from, I will say. But we're going to jump right in, first of all, with some Super Nintendo games. A couple videos ago, I showed you games that I had picked up from, what was it? DK Oldies. One of them was Home Alone 2. And so I didn't have the first one, and I came across it, and I keep saying a lot, but instead. I picked this up from the trade post because I didn't have this one, so I just decided to grab it. I've actually finished this already. It doesn't take very long. But whatever, it's a cool game to have in the collection, and it's based off one of the best movies, Christmas movies, in my opinion, of all time, and that is a copy of Home Alone for the Super Nintendo. Not very hard. I gotta stop doing that. Not very hard. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fun playthrough. If you want to play Super Nintendo and only have maybe 20 to 30 minutes, you can probably beat this game in no time at all. But yeah, Home Alone on the Super Nintendo. Up next, another game that was pretty cheap. I also grabbed at Trade Post. I kind of want to get into this. I don't remember ever playing this as a kid either, but I have the Nintendo Power with it on the cover, so I picked it up because it was cheap. I want to try it out. It is a copy of Roadrunner's Death Valley Rally for the Super Nintendo. If you played this game, let me know. Is it hard? Is it fun? Is it worth playing? Next up is a game I got today from Trade Post. I'm disappointed because it is not what I expected it to be. I thought that this was one of those another side-scrolling beat 'em up. This is actually a fighting game, Versus, which I don't hate those games, but like I said, I thought it was a side-scrolling beat 'em up. So when it wasn't, I was like, oh man, it's okay that I have this, but I was just expecting something different. And that game is called Tough Enough. Now, I don't know if the whole title is Tough Enough or if it's Hey Punk, Are You Tough Enough? But I just call it Tough Enough. Pretty uncommon. I don't see this one around, so I didn't mind picking it up. And there's a little, that on there, but this game isn't worth a ton of money or anything, so there's that one too. This next game I got from my buddy Riley. Sold it to me from his... Actually, there's a couple of games here that I got from him. This one was a few weeks ago. The story behind this was he was going into the trade post to trade it in or maybe get store credit. I'm not exactly sure. And I seen what it was, and I was like, man, I don't have that. And he goes, okay, well, if I go in there and they offer me less than $20, I'll give it to you for 20. And I was like, man, that's a hell of a deal. Okay. So we went in there, and the guy told him a price that was less than $20, so he sold it to me right in front of the guy at the store. It's a copy of Super Castlevania 4, guys, for $20. That's a good deal for this. I think this game has just recently gone up in value also. I think it's over $50 now. So shout out to Riley for giving me a hell of a deal on a copy of Super Castlevania 4. Great game. I've actually beat this, but not the cartridge. I beat the one that's on the Castlevania collection because they let you pretty much save anywhere. So if you die, you can just restart and go back to that place. So I don't know if that's cheating. It is a feature that's on the game, so I took advantage of it, but never actually beat the cartridge. But happy to have this. Now I need Castlevania 2 and 3, and I'll have the NES and the SNES versions. Up next are some NES games I picked up. This one is a game I picked up also today. It's very cheap. I think I remember playing it a little bit as a kid. I tried it today. It's kind of tough, but it's fun, and I will go back to it. It is a copy of Iron Tank. I don't remember why. I'm wanting to say that this is the game that I played as a kid, but I don't today when I was playing it, I was like, I don't know that this is it. Maybe there was another game that was similar. But anyway, this is actually kind of fun, and it's made by SNK. That's pretty good company. It's not a bad game. I didn't hate it. I'll go back to it. It's got some writing on the back, but it's like a $7 or $8 game, so I don't hate that. This I picked up last week from Trade Post. It was the only one that I didn't have, and I tried to play it. The farthest I got was level 5, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't anymore. It was ridiculous. This game is ridiculously hard. One day I will beat it. I'm gonna go back and try to play it again. But it is a copy of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This game is pretty cheap, and if you're up for the challenge, it's not bad. People say it's bad, but I think they say it's bad because it's hard. It is quite hard. Like I said, I made it to level 5, which I think was a huge accomplishment in itself. Level 3 and 4 were... Whew, this game is brutal. This game is brutal. But happy to have it. Now I have all 3 loose. The T2, the arcade game, or not T2, that's Terminator 2. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, and also 3, the Manhattan Project. All 3 loose in the collection now, so happy to have those. Up next, this is a game that I actually bought at Vintage Stock, which is unheard of. I don't usually buy games from them because they overcharge. But this game was actually, they were charging about what it was worth. And I don't see it. It seems uncommon to at least me. I don't usually see this game around. So I picked it up. And if you've ever played the game Psycho Fox on the Sega Master System, which I believe is the only Master System game I've ever played, honestly, then you would be familiar with this. This game is not good. This game is not good, but I will force myself to get back to it and play it. It is a copy of Kid Cool and the Quest for the 7 Wonder Herbs. I don't know what the Wonder Herbs are, but I feel like they should have found them before they made this game. I don't know. It's bad. It's bad. If you don't know, if you've never played this, I can't describe it any better than the video that the Angry Video Game Nerd did on this. So if you want to see what this game is like, watch that, and then you will probably avoid it like the plague. But anyway, I think I paid $15 for this, and I don't really see it around, so I grabbed a copy of it. What else? This is a game that I remember playing and getting pretty far in as a kid. And I went back and played this game to completion recently, a couple weeks ago. And I remember thinking when I finished it, like, how the heck did I do all this stuff as a kid? There's no, I mean, I don't understand. I must have put a lot of time. I remember playing it with my friend Tim. And I remember getting pretty far. At least I thought we were getting far. Maybe we weren't, but we were finding items and unlocking places. But now that I went back as an adult and had a better grasp on the game, it was like, how did my, like 9 or 10-year-old self play this? But geez, I don't even show what the game is. Here's a copy of Strider for the original NES. Great game. Great game. It really is. You got to get used to the sword swing at first. I did. Anyway, but other than that, like, yeah, this is a great game, and it's a Capcom title. I have a bunch of Capcom games on the NES now. It's got a sticker on the back, but I don't hate that. This game was not very expensive, but it is definitely one, at least in my opinion, that should be in any NES fans' collection. Strider. And the last loose cartridge I picked up today. Another game I had as a kid and finished, and Hadn't seen it around in a while, but this is the game I got from Riley. He said he was willing to sell me his personal copy of it, and he gave me a great deal. The game is just over $20, I think, on price charting, but he charged me $15, so I don't hate that. I'm going to actually probably play this game tonight, but it is a copy of Maniac Mansion. Now, I understand this game is probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I liked it. And funny story behind this title is when I was a kid, I had my dad buy when it was. He said I can pick out a game, and I picked this one based on the fact that the game was called Maniac Mansion. And I remember getting it home, opening up the box, and probably ripping it apart and throwing it away, which was stupid. But I remember throwing the game on, and when it booted up and I was playing it, and realized that you just control a cursor, I was not happy. And you know, when you're a kid, you only get, well, at least back then, and when I was younger, you only got like, you know, 1 or 2 games a year. You got one on your birthday, maybe. You got one or two for Christmas. And my birthday is the day after Christmas, so I might have gotten 3 games for, you know, around that season or whatever. But I remember getting Maniac Mansion and being so annoyed that I just controlled an arrow. But because it was the only game I knew I was going to get for a while, and it was the newest one I had, obviously, I stuck with it. And you know what? I ended up really enjoying the game. Even as like a, you know, 10-year-old kid. I played through this and figured it out. It's kind of similar to Shadowgate, except you actually can move your character around. You can see them, and you play as 3 different ones. But if you're an NES fan, you already know what this game is anyway. Super happy to have this in the collection again. I think I'm just over 100 NES games, and that's both loose and complete in box. So still many, 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 many more to grab, but we're slowly building up. But super happy to have Maniac Mansion in the collection. One more game to show, and then an item that I picked up. This game right here I got today. Carlos stopped by, and this actually is in pretty good shape. Yeah, this is a really, really cool game. I never played it until tonight. I tested it out, and it's fun, and I'll go back to it, but I feel like it's going to be pretty hard. But it is a complete in-box copy of Battletoads and Battle Maniacs for the Super Nintendo. So yet another boxed SNES title, which I'm stoked to have. Me and Carlos are down to only having 1 item that he's holding for me, and it's a big one. So next time I do one of these videos, hopefully I'll have it, and we can see what it is. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I think I may have mentioned it on other videos, so if you want to find out, you might have to dig through some past videos. But this has all the inserts. The manual is in phenomenal shape, and it does not have the dust sleeve. I'm not sure why, but it's got the cardboard thing, and it's still in the poly bag. And yes, Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. It's upside down. Anyway, this is a cool one to have in the collection. I'm glad to have it. I really am. I don't know what this is going for. I think I've seen it at like 190 something, maybe 170 something. I looked it up earlier. I didn't look it up. I was adding it to my collection. And so when you go on price charting and add stuff to your collection, it shows you the price, obviously. And I don't remember what it was. I'm wanting to say like 170 to 190. So, yep, happy to have that. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs. Now all I need is the Battletoads and Double Dragon games. Both of them. And I think that will complete the 8 and 16-bit collection, because I actually already have the original Battletoads complete in box that, if you're a fan of the channel, you've seen it on here before. Battletoads and Battle Maniacs, guys. And the last thing that I got, which is right here, you've seen, I think, about 4 of these on this channel now. But at one point I had 3. But I traded the 3 that I had away for other games and stuff like that. So I knew Carlos had this, and I got this from him a while back. I knew he had this. So before I pulled the trigger on trading away my last one, because I had every NES variant complete in box with the exception of the challenge set, which I still need, I found out that he had this, and I told him to hold it for me because I was going to go ahead and trade the ones that I had. So now I have it back in the collection, and it is in nice shape. It is a complete in-box action set. Yet another one. I think this is probably the 5th one that I've showed on this channel. You can take a look. You can take a look because this video is actually quite short. I'm almost done, honestly. We'll take it out of there so you guys can check it out. And this one here, still in the foam, guys. So let's take the lid off, and check it out. It's all here. I don't want that Mario game to fall. So we're gonna, we got the controllers, the hookups, the actual NES. It's all there, guys. So yet another action set. You know what? Because I have so many CIB NES systems, I think I have 7 copies of this now. 7 copies of that. You know what I want to do? Because I haven't yet. Oh, I'm kind of glad I did that because, wow, I didn't take this out the first time. But yeah, guys, check this out. All the stuff is in here too, and it's in perfect shape. It doesn't look like anyone's ever even took it out of there. And what is this? The thing for the Nintendo Power subscription. And I remember seeing this poster as a kid. I for sure remember this. If you guys had a Nintendo back in the day, you remember this. And it had the hookup instructions on the back. That's pretty cool. That's nostalgia right there. But the reason I even took the console out, and look at that. Look at the Super Mario Brothers manual, guys. That's crazy. That is in amazing shape. It really is. I thought that was a blemish, but no, it's not. It's actually part of the design on the manual. So yeah, that's very, very cool to have. But the reason I wanted to take the console out is just because I wanted to check and see if for whatever reason there's a bonus game. What if there's something crazy in here? Nope. Nope. Nothing in there. But that's okay. This Nintendo is in fine shape. No yellowing. It looks brand new, guys. This NES looks brand new. Like whoever bought it, like maybe played it a few times and then put it away. But yeah, that's in really nice shape. I actually might hook this up, or maybe I'll just find a loose Nintendo somewhere, because I currently play with my top loader. I love it, but my top loader is a complete in box that I took out to play with, and top loaders are harder to find than these regular box ones. So I'm thinking maybe I'll either find another loose NES, or maybe find maybe take one of these other box NESs out so that I can put the top loader in, so that nothing else happens to it. Because I mean, not that anything has, but I just don't want anything to happen to the top loader, because those, believe it or not, are getting quite pricey also. Come on, get back in there. That's it for this video, guys. Like I said, I found some cool stuff. At least I think I did. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I was going to add this as part of this video, but I'm not going to, because I'm going to do another video tomorrow, I think. And what that one is going to be is my recently beaten games. I'm going to go through and the stack is, I mean, it's not crazy big, but it is kind of big because I've been going pretty heavy on Nintendo games lately. But I'm going to go through my stack of beaten games and talk about whether or not I think they're worth a playthrough for you guys. So hopefully you'll be into that kind of stuff too. I'll talk pros and cons, you know, difficulty, stuff like that. But anyway, that's it, guys. So please be sure to subscribe. Be sure to thumbs up the video. Be sure to hit the bell notification. Leave a comment. And I said thumbs up already. And that's about it, guys. So hope you enjoyed the little bit of stuff that I did have. Got to keep it rolling. And besides, there's some good stuff here anyway. Thanks again for the support. Thanks for watching. And I hope that you guys will be here for the next video. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Anyway, Psycho out.